What is going on with the background? Oh, that's cool. What's up, guys? What up, everybody? Mic check, mic check. Everybody hear me good? All right. I don't know why the background is behind that. That's pretty dope, though. I didn't realize that it's coming in behind. It looks pretty sweet, though. Everybody can see the projections up pretty good. All right, it's just me today, I believe, guys. You're not going to get Bobby or Sheets. We're here having a little drink. It's a good time. Sipping on our Kool-Aid today. You know, I hope you guys can hear me good. Everybody loud and clear. Hit the chat up. Don't forget to hit all good. Yeah, there we go. People popping in. Let's go. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work. Man, we had a big sweat going yesterday. I knew it was too good to be true anyways. A miracle if we could have held that on. But man, that first half was slow for San Francisco and the Cowboys, man. I was feeling it leading still in the third, winning the Millie. I was like, man, can this really happen? And Tony Pollard gets hurt. If that's CeeDee Lamb that gets hurt, I would never wish a win on injuries, but I'm just saying if he was the one guy that got hurt over Pollard, that could have been a different ballgame. I would have placed a lot higher. But I mean, I placed 10th, top 10 in the Millie Maker out of 141,000 people. It just felt real for a minute. I wasn't overly. It doesn't feel real the last 4 minutes, obviously, when you're really sweating it. But we slowly dropped. We got to 10, so it was awesome. But you guys, this is NBA edition. This is the special GPP edition by me. So yeah, check it out. We got the projections here in front. I put some big parlay bets in earlier today. I like Jason Tatum and Giannis today. So those are kind of my key guys that I was on today. When I initially looked at the slate, they're in good matchups. It could be blowout potential. They're favored a bit. But I like those game environments. No one's probably talking about this Rockets game, right? I mean, if we want to go game by game, these first two games are pretty good here. The Rockets game, no one's really talking about it. We can look at who we got for players in that game. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat as well and who's in here and comments and everything. So, thanks Adam Perry on that comment. Yep. All right, so if we go by game, we got these two games we'll come back to. Let's start off with Min Houston here. We got Anthony Edwards, is coming in their better projection. I want to look at ownerships pretty high in a couple of these guys. This is a 7-gamer today, I believe, right? So 7-gamer, Anthony Edwards and Sengun is coming in at the best, one of the better plays I like today at center. We'll just go game by game quick, and then we'll break it down by position. And then we got Atlanta here, Chicago. I really like Vooch. I got over on his points, rebounds, and assists today. I think it's a really good matchup. It could be up pace. It's going to be a good game, hopefully. He's one of the guys that I got on my list of good game environments here. DeMar DeRozan's right there as well. He's projecting pretty good as well. We got ownership at about 16, but no one's on Vuk. I really like that center play today, I think. Vuk, and then Trey Young. He's getting a good projection today, too. I think Vuk's got a better projection than most of these guys by raw points for coming in on SaberSim here, guys. So that's different than we normally do, but it looks pretty good. And he's low owned. So that's a play that I really like. I bet him this morning on points, rebounds, and everything. And then DeJounte Murray's been hot too. He's on this list. I mean, this game could be fireworks. I do like this game. Um, I think this is one that's going to play out. If you guys have any questions, throw them in. Also, if you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe button. That's what we do here. Um, Now, I don't always ask for it. I ask for it in the chat. Usually, I'm not on the lives for NBA all the time. But guys, hit the like button because it's going to help us out. Also, if you're new and not a True DFS member and you like to check us out, use code Rody51. By the end of the month, I got a free month for you for the basic 2 packages. So use code Rody51, get a free month, check us out, and then for the next month you can check us out and see if you want to check out SaberSim here. We got all these sweet features. So I'm showing you guys premium content right now. This would be the SaberSim optimizer. We go game by game. You can build lineups. You can do all that here. Look at the different projections. We have it all. So, and we usually have sheets. I don't know if he updated. I'm not seeing an update here, but it's the same. It's fine. I might even not have it selected right for NBA. So, um, Yeah, but I'm just gonna use SaberSim here tonight. I gotta build 4 lineups here, so I'm telling you guys what I'm doing. The true transparency here. Throw in the questions. You guys got serious questions. We're gonna go finish out these last 3 games, and then we're gonna get into positions and different GPP tricks we can make tonight. 4 pivots. Vuk was already a decent one that I really liked. We'll get to this Charlotte game here in Utah, which could be another fireworks game. Utah's favorite here. Good team totals here. I'd say it's a healthy game. You know, ball's a little priced up lately, but he's down to 9,800 now. Still a little high. Projects pretty good, but I've been really liking some of these Utah guys. Laurie Markin has been killing it 9,400 lately. He's priced up. I mean, that's a little priced up. You know, I'm seeing a lot of good value though. Like right now is 5,300 for Mike Conley and 5,800 for Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler's been killing it. This is a great matchup for pace. This is a great matchup for bigs too. I think Walker Kessler to 5,800 here could be a play that we want to go to. I mean, I think double center is an option tonight. Um, we like some other centers we'll get into. I kind of skipped over these first 2 games because I want to go back to them. But yeah, I think he's a great play tonight. Coming in at pretty low ownership as well. I think he's going to be a good play for a 7-game slate. All right, San Antonio and Portland. I got like a little cheat sheet over here too. I put together. Can you build a field? Ooh, can I build a few lineups with SaberSim? Well, my SaberSim building lineup skills aren't the best yet. Uh, I do a lot of hand builds, so even for NFL, I build 20 hand build. I haven't done a big MME 150 in a long time. I don't know why, because I'm actually really good at MME. That Millie guys this weekend was all hand built lineups. That really was like all the best plays in the one that top 10 finished too. You just had to lock Kelsey, ETN, in the optimizer and hit run, and you'd get that lineup in your build. One of the top ones too. We got Damian Lillard coming in at a decent value, or not value, but like 10K in this game, but he's projected for a lot of points. He's got a good score, right? Like I look at this value score, it looked pretty good. Um, he's getting some ownership though, so we got to be careful with it. I'm not seeing too many other plays here that I liked in this game that I made well aware of. It's got a decent total. Maybe Trey Jones is 9% owned. What does he own over here? I had him 9 earlier. 8% down to now. So yeah, I was just looking for low owned guys earlier, but he's kind of up there a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to get to this game. I haven't really been on Lillard all year, and I've been waiting for this last game though. So let's just skip over that for now. I'm not really into this game, but you know, let's got a couple low owned pieces we can if we need fillers. This game I'm pretty high on. We got Ja questionable. Let me check the tweets. Check the tweets. Make sure we don't have any last minute news. He's out already or anything. Probably not going to get that till later. This is one of my favorite games, guys. I've been all over Sabonis all year. He's a smash play. This is a tougher matchup, probably. I think it could be. It's a very hefty total, one of the highest on the slate. For the 7 game, and we're look at the ownership though. We got a couple of these guys like Ja's questionable. We have seen the point spread shift a little bit because Ja might be out. You know, Steven Adams could be out too. That'll really bump up Sabonis. I mean, you do have a good rim protector in Jaren Jackson. He's from Michigan State. You know, I'm a big Michigan Stater. I watched a lot of him play ball. He's been a good player for him for sure. I like the play, but I mean, Desmond Bane could be elite play, and I kind of like leaving some space for later, doing like a Bane and Sabonis might be in one of my main lineups tonight. I'm doing a big $600 entry tonight. And if you're here from State Kings, guys, I'll have my stuff up on State Kings after the live. So if you want a piece of my action, I know a lot of people were excited yesterday about some of my action with that Millie sweat we had going. So yeah. So I'm gonna give it a shot in basketball tonight. I've been running kind of hot lately. We've had a good start to the year. We had some bigger buy-ins that we kind of hit right in the middle. We didn't have any big wins or anything, but we had some min cashes and some cashes. You know, got us a little bit of money there. And then you know, we've been hot lately with hitting some NBA, you know, cashes, and that's what yesterday. So the NFL, all my Wildcats hit yesterday. You know, I mean, I didn't have any big wins or anything, but I had good lineups, good constructions. I just was a few people off, and that's how I've been in basketball. So today, I'm hopefully we get this basketball sweat going, and we have another big win. You know, running hot right now, so let's get it. I can probably build you some lineups, JJ. Can you show us how to build a hand? Okay, so let's do a build here. I'm gonna lock in. I don't think Ja's gonna play. So if I wanted to build like this, I'm gonna say I'm gonna build like this. GPP, I think I'm gonna do more like I would say 20 max is probably viable. The contest is 100 to 100. So I know a lot of people don't bump this up, but I always bump mine up. Like I want a tight oops. I want a tight build. So oops. I want a tighter build here. So like number of lineups, pool size, so like that. So say I lock those guys in, and then you kind of just I just really go through like I build lineups and then I go through my guys like who this guy, and then I'll like build like see who's popping. Like let's see who we got. So Peyton Pritchard's a value play. I don't know if that was updated or something, and we got that in the Boston news. I did I because I kind of skipped those games. We'll go back in a minute. Um, Actually, let's look at that right now. Boston. Jalen Pritchard is not that great of a play, but I'm probably salary constrained. Maybe is why they're trying to jam. Oh, they're trying to jam Tatum in that lineup. Okay, so then maybe you don't want to play Tatum, so maybe you want to play one of these other guys. I like Derek White in that game, like Grant Williams or something. So you kind of just get different position, and let's see who we got here. We got Grant Williams in one. Let's just lock him in. So that way we like Desmond Bain. Duran's the other play in the center position in the other game. Let's go back to our projections real quick. So, we should probably talk about these other games before I start just grabbing random players. So, we like, Duran in this game, in this Milwaukee game. He's coming in a good play for center, 4,500. He's a play we like. I'd lock him in there. And do we want to play like Giannis on the other side? I don't know. It's hard if we had some. It sucks one person because I like back and forth conversation about plays. But so Ivy's a good play in this game too. Do we want to double stack it or do we not? I mean, they are favored to get blown out. So if that happens, it could be risky. Do you want to run it back with somebody? Do we want to do that or not? So when you're hand building these lamps, you should, I just really kind of like the Ivy and Duran play in this game as a value, but I do probably going to stack Ivy, Duran in a lineup and then Giannis. So then I would take those guys and then build with it. But you got to make sure you're not jamming all the guys in because sometimes you're jamming all these different plays in. So we got a hand build going right now. We're going to add Duran to it. Let's go over here and look at the Boston. We did talk about Derek White. That'll get us different from the Jason Tatum play. I do like Tatum, but if we're playing for Bane and Sabonis, we might not have enough salary to get up to Tatum because he's pretty expensive at 10-9 on DraftKings. So we might not be able to play him in that lineup if we're playing Sabonis. Jaylen Brown's also an option we could try there, or we could go with the pivot off for Derek White, as well. I like him today. He's projected for high minutes, and then Grant Williams, I think. So I picked him in Grant Williams. I thought I hit the X, the lock. So we'll have two guys in this game that doesn't necessarily we need a run back. Let's see who I pick. Yeah, I don't like the run backs in that game, but I like these guys as value plays. So then you go over here, and then you should be able to compute our lineups, and then we should be able to we locked four guys in. We have to rebuild because it's given us a ton of those guys. It might keep giving us Tatum. Man, it gives me 4 Boston. I really likes this Boston game. So, you just kind of build your lineups and you just sift through what you want. So I'm locking these guys in. These are all plays on my list. I kind of come up with a list and I hand build them to see how the lineups look like. I feel like Jason Tatum was giving us too many scrubs, like Peyton Pritchard, all these guys. I'm not saying they're not viable plays. They could be in a lineup. Pritchard's going to get 24 minutes. He's only 3,300. He's actually not a bad play. He's a smash play. Do we want to play Tatum? Or do we want to go with the balanced build? And look at this. Now we're getting good lineups. Look. Tyus Jones, though, and Brandon Clark, we're getting them because I think probably they're going to say Ja might be out. They're assuming Ja's out. So we might not want to do that because we already playing Desmond Bain. But, I mean, there's going to be usage to go around. We got Sabonis and Jalen Duran, which I both like at center today. DeMar DeRozan's a nice play. We talked about him earlier in that Atlanta game. We also talked about Vuk. So do we want to switch Vuk with Duran? I mean, we can do that too. So these are just different options I go through. I don't mind this build. I really like this build. I think we can edit. Yeah, you can kind of swap guys out and in and out. So I'm getting my positional eligibility here. I'm learning how to use SaberSim a little bit. There's a lot of new features too, guys. I need to catch up with the SaberSim guys and watch some few more videos. I haven't really dug that deep into it. I just usually look at these different numbers and stuff. So, yeah, but I don't mind this lineup. I don't think I'm going to stack. I don't mind the Brandon Clark play. I don't think as much. If Adams is out, he's going to get a run. He looked good with 16 points the other night. I watched that game. But yeah, I don't. There's Tyus Jones in this one if we want to go double cheap on the guards, and then you can get. Yeah, I don't like the double. I don't know if I like that, but DeMar DeRozan's popping a little bit. I think if we want to, I really like Durant tonight, guys, and Sabonis. I'm starting to really like this lineup here. Grant Williams, we got some of the key players there. We got the key player for if Tyus sits. I should probably look at questions. Yeah, we could keep this, guys. We could keep this lineup right here that we built. So it's a well projected lineup. It's projecting at 277 right now. It's using all the salary. It's got a good Saber score. Ownership's pretty decent. I mean, we got a couple single digit guys right now. I mean, this is a nice lineup. And we have the Memphis News. If you guys backload your lineup to later, then you have pivot flexibility. And say Ja's in, then we can just pivot to maybe Harrison Barnes or something. We can change this up, you know. Maybe drop Bane and you can play Clark still, and then we'll play like a cheaper guy from the game or Barnes, move Jones up here, maybe still, or play Bane, and do whatever you want to do. So I'm kind of liking that, but I do want to build a lineup. My main lineup might have Vooch. I'm going to tell you that right now. My main lineup might have Vooch though. I wanted that all centers. So our projections are really good for Sabonis and Durant, but Nikola Vooch at 9,100 is a little priced up, but he's definitely worth it. I think we should try build some lineups with him. So we lock him in and see what we get. We might end up getting like a, I hope. Oh, did I still leave Bane locked? I think I want to leave Bane locked. I think Bane, Sabonis, and Vooch is going to be the play tonight. I'm trying not to make this too late of a show because I want everyone to build lineups and stuff. So we're building the Bane, Tyus, and Clark. You like that? You like that, MJ? You like that a little bit? I don't know. We really need to see the what if projections if he's out. Clark's projected for 19 minutes. I'm telling you what, Brandon Clark's going to be a good play if Adams is out. I'm going to tell you that right now. Jaren Jackson's priced up to 7,300. I think I like the Clark play a little bit better. Also, Bane's going to be like an elite smash spot at 7,200 with no jaw. He didn't look that good the other night, but I think he's going to be a good play. But dude, Brandon Clark, Bane, and Tyus are going to be like, you're right, probably going to be the lock. So SaberSim's probably already projecting Ja for a lower edition if they're already trying to jam these guys in. So, oops, sorry. No, Adam, I don't think that's a bad strategy. I think playing a lineup like this where you're getting only a few people late and we're getting the Tyus, Bane, like this lineup I don't mind either. I mean, Easton, we got to figure this guy out. We're getting Sabonis, Vooch, Bane, which I kind of like that. It's kind of mid-tier. It's a balanced build. Besides Sabonis is a little bit expensive. We're getting some value plays here. And say we don't want to play Bane, we can unlock Bane. I think I got him locked. So I really need to figure out how to unlock him from this. Where's my exposures? It should be under exposures. Oh, I already shows them locked already. Oh. Well, I'll just go back to the main page, unlock Bane, because that's what we're going to do, and then build some more lineups. So this is what I do. I get players that I'm on, so all the guys that I just listed out, and then I just siphon through builds. But the news is really going to be hard because we're going to have to really wait on that news, I think. So yeah, I mean the news is really a problem. What team is he on? Hang on, guys. Ooh, that's interesting. Dragic is out, but he's only projected for 13 minutes for Chicago. I don't know who that makes viable here. Let me check. I got multiple things going on. Dragic wasn't. He's a 3K play, but he's getting 13 minutes. I don't know if it's going to spread out with Caruso and White. I don't think that moves the button any. Levine's in, but he's really priced up, guys. Zach Levine. I don't think anybody's playing him. If you guys want to give a shot at him, very priced up. I like DeMar's price. And I like Vooch. Vooch is a little priced up too, but I just think he's in a smash spot here against Atlanta. I really do. High pace game here. I really think he's in a good spot. I don't know if I want to pay for it yet. Okay, where's our lineups at here? Okay, we got rid of Bane. We're still getting Bane. Got to figure out how to get Bane out of here. See, this is why I don't like building lineups all the time. What does this do? Boom. Okay, got Bane out now. Okay. So no Bane. See what we got. Trey Jones. That's where Trey comes in at 6,300. Horford, a little bit. I don't know if I like Horford. I like Derek White. Derek White, we can put as shooting guard. Grant Williams. We have the double combo in Boston. We have Trey Jones against Portland. Terry Eason, we'd like to get rid of. Harrison Barnes now, 4,700. I don't mind playing the Brandon Clark play. Here we go. I like this now. Jeremy Sochan, he's pretty cheap. I didn't mention him. I have played him a lot this year. He's projecting for 30 minutes. He's had some big games. Keegan Murray also for another guy that I really like. Keegan Murray today. He's projecting really well, 4,400. I think we should get him in there as well. So let's go back. I wish. Why is this like this all of a sudden? Only showing me so many guys. Oh, probably because these are in our 20 max. That's why. So let's go to add. So say we want a game stack this Memphis game. Let's backload this game now. Let's add Keegan Murray in here. Lock him in and build again. So now we should be getting. I think I added Brandon Clark. I added Tyus Jones. We have the two Boston guys because we want game exposure to that. And yeah, now we're just building lineups. Sorry. If you guys have any questions, throw them in. Yeah, it wants me to play a lot of Boston. Yeah, which is good now, but could regret it later. Yeah, if you throw a few of the cheap guys in, I know it really wants to play Tatum and stuff, but if we throw a few cheap guys in, that'll be viable, So yeah. So I just keep siphoning through the builds here. Okay, here's a decent one. Man, we're still getting this Easton guy. How good? I mean, I didn't talk about that game very much, but it's high pace. I do like Sengun, but he's 8,400. He's a little priced up. Easton's only projected for 18 minutes. It's really a guy I don't even want in there. So we just hit it. We'll just get rid of him. So here we go. Now this is a build I don't mind. I mean, it's Jason Tate's projected a little bit more. He's at least projected for 24 minutes. Easton's only projected for 18. So lower own, he's 8%. Like this is a build you could get away with, if you want this build. I don't mind this build. Okay, so we don't mind that one. Mike Conley's another guy we talk about against Charlotte. Keegan Murray, Vooch, Tyus Jones, Harrison Barnes, a little game stack. We might want to. Okay, here's one with Brandon Clark and Jordan Clarkson, Keegan Murray. Like, look at this. This is a great lineup. I think this is a great lineup. You got Vooch coming in at low owned, which we like. We got Sabonis. We're double spent on center. We got Tyus Jones in the late game, Brandon Clark in the late game, Keegan Murray to run it back in that game. So this game nukes, a little mini game stack. We got a couple value plays in the Boston game that could get a good run. Jordan Clarkson against Charlotte. Projected, he's a little higher owned, but not a bad price. He's going to jack some shots. That's a good lineup right there. I might even put that in right now. Hit the like button for the fellas. Let's go, Clay Davis. Welcome in. 30 people watching, guys, because we're building real lineups. On SaberSim right now, we're building real lineups. You guys are killing it, man. Let's go. Hit that like button. We only got 7 likes and 35 viewers. What's going on, Clay? We got to get these guys. I'm building real lineups for you. I'm going to probably play that lineup. I really like that lineup. Jordan Clarkson wasn't a guy that we talked about because we talked about Conley in that game. But I mean, guys, it's 7 games. Conley, Walker Kessler's another center I'm going to have in lineups in that game. I do like pieces in that game. It's a high-scoring game. It's a fast-paced matchup. I like Walker Kessler. I like Conley. And I don't mind Jordan Clarkson in that game. He's going to be higher owned, though, at 17%, though. So he's kind of one of those guys you can be above the field on or below. He's kind of right there in the 17%'s a little high. It's not like if he's 9%, then he was good. But this is a good lineup, though. You got some higher owned guys and you got some lower owned guys. Like Brandon Clark, we don't know about yet. Tyus Jones, we don't know about yet. Could be good plays. But we leave ourselves some pivot flexibility till 9 at least with Jordan Clarkson. So you're saving some guys till later though. So I mean, I really like this lineup. So you just kind of scroll through these lineups. This one's got Desmond Bain again and Clark. I like this one. Tyus Jones is probably going to be a lock though if Ja's out. He's always a great play. I don't even mind playing Bain and Tyus together probably. So I think we're going to want to leave ourselves some room to play. So like backlog your guard. Like we just played Clarkson in here. We could always switch out to Bain too later if we can find a like you could drop Murray down to a $4,200 guy or play Tate here and not play Murray or something and then switch them around. Just however you want to switch them around. But if you don't want to play Grant or Derek White, we don't have to play those guys either. We can get rid of those guys either. Say you want to play one of them. So the easiest way I found is you go back to the game. You say we don't want to play Derek White. This will give us Tyus exposure, hopefully a little bit more. And then we just run another build. All right, guys, throw in your last minute questions. I'm going to end in about 2 minutes, I think. I've given you guys all these kind of good, awesome lineups, building different strategies. I would say if we want to go a quick rundown of all the positions of the top guys I like, Durant at center, Kessler, Vooch, Sabonis are some of my favorite plays tonight. I'm going to have them in my lineup. Sengun, a little more priced up. Another guy, Mark Williams for Charlotte, I didn't mention, but he's starting to get some love on a recent update. It looks like. Let me actually update this quick. Is this this should auto up? This is 634. Oh no, we should probably do an update projections. And we're already running with this set. So I just did a rundown for center quick. Yeah, Mark Williams a little bit. Sabonis, Giannis is in there too. I don't mind. I think you guys should play Giannis. Vuk's dropping a little bit though in that game. I don't know why. The news came out, but he's dropped in projections a little bit. Celtics starting lineup: White, Brown, Tatum, Horford, and Griffin on Monday. That's interesting. Is that who we had projected? Blake Griffin. Ugh. He's coming in at 3 minutes and he's starting. That's very interesting. Blake Griffin's starting. Okay. Does that make Grant Williams off the bench a little bit better? Possible. Williams coming off the bench in the second unit, maybe? And Pritchard and because Derek White's starting, so be cautious with that. Because you have Tatum and Brown out there, so high usage players, and then you have White. But I wouldn't mind, maybe more Grant Williams, which is what we just did in this last build, right? We left Grant Williams, and we're still getting Derek White though. Let's just exit him. So there we go. So Conley, Bain, Grant, Eason. Thought I exited Eason. Where's this guy at? Boom. Okay, Conley, Bain, Grant Williams, Keegan Murray, Vooch, Tyus, Brandon Clark, Sabonis. Lock that bitch in because I'm putting it in right now. That's that game stack we got later, which I really like. We got to hope for John Adams to be out, and this will be an elite lineup. I'm going to tell you that right now. This late game stack could be Nuke, Grant Williams. I'm going to take it's small forward. I don't know if projections have been updated. You got okay. Let's go to small forward real quick. We got Tatum, Edwards, DeMar, Grant Williams, Jaylen Brown, KJ Martin was popping in some of the builds we just did. You can play Markin in there. Josh Hart's cheap off that Portland game if you want to run it back with like Trey Jones or something. I skip power forward. We did center already. Eason's popping a lot though. I think we might have to play Eason. He's 3% owned, 28 minutes at 3.8. Okay, he must have got announced. He must be projected to start. That's why we're getting a lot of Eason. So I don't mind mixing it up. Eason can play power forward and small forward. So maybe instead of Grant Williams there, you put Eason in there. I'm not. Every time I play this guy, it just bites me in the rear. So be cautious with that. Giannis, I really like against Detroit today. I got him and Tatum as my two guys in my bets today for triple doubles as well. I got some big parlay round robins in there for that. Shooting guard, we got Derek White's coming in pretty hot. Ivy, Anthony Edwards, we didn't talk about in that game. But I mean, we did mention him as the top piece against Houston. That game could be paced up a little bit. Bain, Jaylen Brown, DeJounte Murray, Clarkson at 6'8". These are just some of the guys that we talked about that I really like. John Moran's questionable, but he is a smash spot play if he plays. So you'd have to somehow figure out how to move one of these guys off, like Tyus Jones and Bain. You switch out to like Conley or something, or figure out that build. But I really like this build. Hope it works out. Trae Young, Fox is a good play. We didn't talk about him. I don't mind him in the stack if you want to do Fox instead of Sabonis or something. He's cheap at 8-7, or he's been around that mid 8s, but he's got big games. I think Sabonis is gonna have a big game today. Trey Jones and Peyton Pritchard at 3-3 for a value play. Last minute questions I'm gonna check right now before we get out of here. Hit that like button. Rozier Sengun or DeJounte Murray for util. Also, is that a three? Any three of those guys I like? Man, they're different salary, different positions. Murray and Sengun probably similar salary. What is I didn't see Rozier's salary though. It could be about the same, I guess. Oh, 8K. So yeah, they're about similar salary. If you're going with the util spot, I like Sengun if you got the money for it, because I like the double center builds today. I think Walker, Kessler, Vooch, Sabonis, Sengun, Durant, those guys are going to want to be in your builds, I think. So hopefully we get there. Don't forget Mark Williams if Adams is out. Is that who he plays for? I thought Mark Williams was on a different team. There might be two Mark Williams on this slate. Oh yeah, that other cheap guy. There's more. Like, yeah, he's unprojected. I better get build my lamps. I'm gonna have a mess here in a minute. Oh, I think Mark Williams is on Charlotte, right? I mean, all twisted. No, Boston. No, he just popped up in our builds. Where did he pop up in our builds at? All right, last minute questions. Why can't I search? I locked 4 guys. See, I gotta get a little more familiar with this. I really like SaberSim though. I mean, this is fun, guys. This is building good lineups. It needs a few more features. I'm gonna request. Yeah, Charlotte center, Mike Williams against Utah. 17 minutes projected right now. So, yeah. But I do have to go, guys, because I'm a little behind on building 4 lineups tonight, and I gotta get a post on Stay Kings. But yeah, I think there is 2 Mark Williams. So, all right. Oh yeah, you're bad, Roxy. Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, he's a center that I listed. He's coming in 17 minutes at 3,100. But I really like a lot of these expensive centers tonight. I think the Vuk lineup looks good. Now I gotta go back to these GPP lineups I just told you guys I'm playing, because now I gotta go figure out I gotta put them in. I can't lose them here in these builds. All right, guys. I had a really fun time with you guys. I hope you enjoyed some of the SaberSim building we did. I think a lot of these good players are good. Leave yourself some flexibility for that late game. I don't really want to stay up to 10:30 because I need to go to bed. I'm tired today. Sweating last night late at night. I've been up early this morning. So, but I'm going to have to stay up, wait for the news. And as always, guys, let's get it. Later. Good luck.